we was just getting started with it. With the shows and shit, and I was saying like I
when you
wanted
was
to do
doing
a
the
woman,
show.
I wanted to do a female show because I was like the females is gonna be the ones that everybody gonna get behind, even the females, because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
gotta
cause
be able to
shit,
get behind
they the ones
themselves.
that can put on the show.
hmm So that's been one of my missions, man. But I kind of slacked out because I be wanting them females to to get with it. They selves, man. They got to take some advice from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can play this here.
Do something.
Something. I can play this right here for y'all. Oh no, that wasn't it. Mafia. 1 second, brother Bryce. I'm trying to get my shit to keep
Bryce,
on.
that's your grandpa.
Oh, what happened? It went off the song, y'all. It went off of there. Let's go to where are you?
Got to run that back.
I'm trying to get to the OKC artist. Here we go, right here. I'm gonna do it like this. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. All right, this gonna cut it one more time. Hold on, y'all. Yup. Rip. Click. Hey, man, it was good music put together, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Sorry, man. Ooh, that look dirty too, huh? Hold on, here I come.
I sure hate it. I sure hate it. See? Yeah, I thought I said the notification.
Okay, see where we at.
Does it got passcode on it?
But you want to see if YouTube was there? They say we live. Right here. Nah, this is YouTube. We in there.
Say it's live.
Yeah, we in there. Hey. Whole time.
Yeah, it started 3 minutes ago.
Sending in.
Let me test this out with Trey Campbell. Yeah, let me comment too. Yes, sir.
Real lethal. See, what I'm not seeing is my
It says, you talking about the title or whatever?
What I'm not seeing is Facebook.
Oh, right now.
I don't see Facebook. Check up. I need to open the neck up.
Hey, y'all gotta just bear with us, man. Y'all know it's a live show, goddammit.
They always say that shit. She said get a beat and she gonna ride it. She's gonna ride. Steak and potatoes. Let me close this out and see if I can get some. Yeah, I ain't getting no live on Facebook. Sorry. I ain't getting nothing on that. Nah, Pop. Pop said he need a team, man. All right, man. Oh yeah, I see it now. ¿Qué pasó? What'd you say? What he supposed to sound like? He said he to them people, man. He said, put your voice right, stop playing Nori.
Oh, Nori said something?
Nah, Pop said that Nori's voice don't match him. That's why I said, make your voice right.
Really?
That's why I said, what he supposed to sound like? Kill that? Kill that, Papacito?
What the hell?
Oh, shit, man. Never get too much of that, man. TikTok, we in the building. Durka Durka Podcast. I know y'all be wondering what's going on, but we in here like Angie. No, I ain't gonna say that. That's fucked up. My bad, y'all. Yeah, man, it's Durka Durka Podcast, man. We always bring this shit every Sunday, man. That's what we do, man. I know y'all only catch the 10-minute marks of our shit, but just be coming in and let y'all get the little bit so y'all know y'all can go follow us at the Durka Durka Podcast on YouTube. I'm on Facebook at Daryl Mitchell, man. If that's more comfortable with you, man, it's all about the viewers, man. Y'all need to just go ahead and run it up wherever you're comfortable at, man. Do your thing, man. We're going to keep on bringing it to you.
I like this song, man. You got to turn this shit up.
This is all OKC artists, too, man, that we be playing on here, too. Let me turn it up.
You got to use your mic, Pop.
Always trying to send me somebody that I work with. I don't want them following my.
I'm trying to tell you, boy. Once I started getting to the algorithm of people where I work with, I'm like, what in the fuck did TikTok do?
I don't
It
need them
said it can hear their voices, so they know you know them. Stop playing with me.
Man, what the fuck did
Stop
TikTok
playing with
do?
me.
coming to work looking at me like, oh, you feel that way, eh?
Hell yeah. Hey, as soon as they add you on, they be like, I know you didn't like this.
Hey, yeah, so all this shit you be doing at work just fake, huh?
Hell yeah. I don't be adding people from work too. I be seeing that shit, man. All day long. Not unless we just cool.
I ain't finna change my TikTok now, but my boss sat down with me the other day. I think I said that in the group.
Yeah, he said, man, he
Sat down and was like,
He said he a fan, man. He a follower.
And then what was so crazy is he said somebody from Tinker is the one who spotted the page. I was like, who in the fuck is that Tinker?
You know you loved out here in the world, man. You is very noticeable. I tried to tell Antonio before, man. I said, we noticeable out here in the world, man. You know that, right?
I was like, what the fuck?
We make our marks on people, man.
Man, it's really weird.
You know, so they gonna remember us even if they glam stepped you on a TikTok post.
Don't look at me.
Go flea biscuit.
Go flea biscuit. Don't look at me.
Got you though, man. That's good. I tell you when we started this shit, man.
Yo, yeah, I remember.
You remember?
I remember what you said.
Too much exposure, man. I already know that motherfucker. Even with the ghost watchers, and you can clearly see that
You be on that ghost watching.
you got the ghost watchers behind the fence that's guarded, and they still ghost watch. Don't come on that motherfucker and say nothing, huh? I see you though. You hear me? See you though. Shout out to y'all. You know I ain't mad at my ghost watchers because without y'all, we wouldn't get
whatever it takes to make these numbers go up.
we wouldn't get pulled into the office, man, to say I see you.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever it takes to get these numbers up.
Without that, man, you know, wouldn't be out here noticing me like, man, I know you from somewhere.
Yeah, y'all just
right.
Y'all just make sure y'all keep on subscribing. Go on over to that damn Durka Durka Podcast page on YouTube. Click the like, leave subscribe. God damn it, we need all of that.
Yeah.
Definitely need the comments. Most definitely hit up that Daryl Mitchell on Facebook. We need the comments. We need the interactions.
We need it all, man.
Need it all, man.
Yeah, Facebook show a little bit of love,
I'm
man.
about to say we got basically a good, we got a good crowd. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
we got a good audience that come in.
Yeah, I mean, well, we got a couple. What do you call
loyals?
them? Loyals, yeah.
A couple loyals that come in.
Yeah, what do they call them whenever you come to the restaurant all the time? Those are my what? What do you call them? My regulars.
Yeah, my regulars. Yeah,
my regulars come in.
Shout out to our regulars, man.
Shout out to Terrell Mays. That's
you know
our
what
guy.
I'm saying? Hell yeah, double in the building.
Double be in there, and he be making sure that we straight on the comment section.
You hear me? If we
Sure,
said we needed comments, we got our brother for it, man.
Yeah.
The Ghost Watchers don't be want to do that, man, for some reason.
Boy, you was on their head
I
today.
think they just want to stay ghost.
Kevin and Marvin and Shoe.
What
Where they
are
at?
you talking about?
They the ones. They should be commenting.
Oh, well, hey, man.
Oh, hold on.
We done had that
Hold
conversation.
on.
I'm gonna call them out.
You gonna keep on calling them out?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna call them.
Why would you say they should be?
Because I play with them on COD all day.
But beyond that though.
I mean, but they supposed to be y'all's boys.
Oh my goodness.
They up there on the thing.
They up here too.
Yeah. There he is, right there. There they go, right there.
Always being
There's
blasted.
Kevin.
There go Kevin.
Kevin. I mean,
There go Double.
Double,
He's
he's
freaking
in
with the
there.
podcast though, you know.
yeah.
You know, look, TikTok, y'all getting it all, man.
I think Marvin did comment last time.
He
though.
did last
He
time.
did?
He
Okay.
did. He
He
did
did
last
comment.
week. He
See,
did.
Marv, I got your back, bro.
Yeah. He did last
But
week.
y'all do need to do this shit
Y'all-
all the time.
This needs to be frequent though. You know, this need to be. I keep saying this is ours. This is ours.
Real talk.
Shoes on. He tried to use the excuse that he's on I'm Fine Sweetie podcast.
He could be on that.
And he can be on that.
He could be on both.
But he could be sending some comments in.
He so good. That's all we looking for is just the interactions. We need them interactions, man. You know, this show is only thriving off of what y'all contributing to it.
Well, we also need other people's comments and commentary and opinions, so that we can base it off of the show. It just makes for a better show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all also make sure y'all go over to the Big Go Live, Dirty D85.
And Angie
OKC
Campbell's
4L.
another one.
Damn, Christian Rock, she live right now?
Christian Rock.
Angie Campbell's another one.
Yeah, she
Get on
is.
mama's head.
Yeah, she could be commenting too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said you ain't finna make her. Look
Yeah,
like
I
that,
am. I ain't scared of
Yeah,
Angie.
she done already told me that. She was like, "See, your
I-
daddy be trying to argue with me, and that's just something I'm not finna do."
Hey,
I'm not scared of Angie.
what's that? Ain't that Martin that said, I ain't afraid? No, that was Bernie Mac. He said, I'm not afraid of you motherfuckers.
But welcome back, welcome
All
back,
too.
Welcome
welcome
back.
back to the
Get
Durka
that hand
Durka
clap of praise for y'all.
podcast show. man.
That hand clap of praise, what they
That's it.
said.
You just got to listen to some of OKC's finest.
Yeah, man, we like to roll out the red carpet for our own, man, even though we
Right.
ain't-
Who was that? What group was that was rapping the first song?
the first song was she talking
The first song.
about? Oh, that was
my jam.
that I don't remember the group name, but that was Lauren and this nigga messy as hell.
Woo!
Yeah,
It's
man.
another good Sunday.
It was a good. It's definitely a good song, man. We would like to hear it performed
Yeah, man, I would love to hear it performed.
and see the visuals.
I would love to see the visuals too.
Cause y'all two beautiful women out here, man.
Yeah, man, we need
Yeah.
that. We need that to run it back.
We need them. This is what I always preach, man. Cause I know my brother backed me too, man. But I always preach for woman unity.
Hey, for damn sure.
You know, and
Women don't like women.
Why is that though?
I don't know.
well, why is women gay?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
What?
They don't. One of them is pretending not to be a woman. So
Hey,
they-
well, apparently what you showed me the other day.
What's up, Angie?
you got men not liking women either, I guess.
Well, no, they say black men don't like black women.
Okay, you wrote that beautiful being footage, but before you wrote that beautiful being footage, can
come on
I
with
get a
Come on with
shout
it.
out to all of our fallen soldiers before we start the show? We got to
Let's
start
go.
the show like we start the show every show.
Let's go.
You hear me? So can I get an RIP to the Kiki?
R.I.P. to Kiki.
RIP to the Tomcat?
R.I.P. to Tomcat.
RIP to the Marky D?
R.I.P. to Marky D.
RIP to the Scooter Boot?
R.I.P. to our brother Scooter.
Gotta add our brother Anthony Ward.
Man, we gotta add our brother Anthony up in that bed,
Shout out
man.
our brother
Tony.
Anthony Ward.
Shout out to Tony, man, and his family, man. We is family, man. You know, we is nothing without our brothers, man. That's why Pops is on y'all head, too, man.
Yeah, man.
Because, you know, as we can see, tomorrow is not promised, man. Anything can happen to where we lose each other, man. And, you know, we always going to rock for ours no matter what.
Yeah, I'm glad you said tomorrow and promise, too, because that's basically the whole basis of the show. But, yeah, Pop rolled that beautiful bean footage, though.
He trying, goddamn.
Trying,
I got to turn it up over here, too. Let me.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna go into a short description of the of what he sent us in the messages. I thought it was kind of wild because I was like, damn, I did not know it was that serious. But apparently, it's that serious to where, man, we starting to see less and less. You said it, I think, earlier this year. You said this is gonna be the year we're gonna see pretty much no interactions as far as the relationship wise between young black men and young black women. Didn't you say that, Pop?
The fall of who?
Huh?
Black males, young, black females, young, don't appear to like each other. They each have higher expectations than the other group wants to make or commit to. The females feel like, from what I'm reading in Twitter and their comments, is that I don't even think, they keep talking about 6 and 7 figures, and I don't think nobody really even knows what that is.
That's not realistic, man. And shout out to the Godfather, man, Kevin Samuels. He was always trying to bring them back to reality of thinking that you thinking that you're gonna get this high value man that's making 6, 7 figures, but you ain't even making yourself
6, 7 figures.
Type of woman,
right?
You know,
Don't even know what the hell 6, 7 figures mean.
No, they ain't never seen it themselves, only in movies.
Yeah.
So that's where we all get the fairy tale type living from, is where we keep pointing it from. And it's all right to have a fairy tale, but it need to be on this scale, though.
Yeah, man.
You know, it need to be logical.
That's like
something that I can handle.
That's like that's like my son. He figured out how much I worked. How much I
make it work.
Make it work the other day, and he's like, you don't make more than that. I was like,
damn.
What? And then he was like,
hitting you like a female.
Yeah, I was like, well, Bryce, how many people you know to make this much money? You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying, to make that much money? How do you know? Like how can you judge on anything? You know what I mean?
You don't.
And so then he said something like, there's plenty of people to make what did he say? He says it was either 30 or 40 a minute. And I was like, Bryce, who you know to make 30 or 40 a minute?
30 or 40 a minute.
Yeah, who you make $30 to $40 a minute that you know that's right down the street. And so I said, well, go over and go ask your cousin. Or go ask your cousin's mama. Right. And then ask them and see how much they make.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because I'm curious now. Because if you got friends that you rubbing shoulders with
that's making $30
or $40 a minute,
you need to be asking them what they doing so we can all do
it. Yeah, we in the wrong lineup.
Hell yeah. And they stay next to us?
Yeah.
Drug dealers don't even make that much.
Yeah, I was like, dude,
$30 a minute.
I was like, you tell me who in the fuck making $30 a minute?
Boy, that trap house had to be rolling. $30 a minute.
Shit.
You talking about it's a line out the door.
Oh my God, boy. They out there, they freeway Ricky Ross. But go ahead and play the clip though, Pop.
What's up, Label Me King? He said, fellas, man, threw up the peace sign.
What's up with it, bro? My guy. That's my brother right there.
Let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this.
Yeah, but this clip we getting ready to watch is pretty much, man, they taking a look at these they speed dating events. And, you know, speed dating events back in the day, they used to be packed.
They used to be.
Now it's like we going into these all exclusive.
Because when I walked in, it was packed. And what do you think I saw? What do you think I saw?
What did you see?
Exactly what I thought I was going to see.
What?
80 women sitting alone. No men in sight. None.
One second, y'all. 1 second. It's coming to you. Pops is a one-man show, y'all. Y'all know he the man around here. We love him for this.
We are not complaining at all.
Hell no, you know we patient people.
What do you think I saw?
What did you see?
Exactly what I thought I was gonna see.
What?
80 women sitting alone, no men in sight.
See that? Pop.
I saw so many black women try to solve a problem in dating by starting to host events in person, trying to create third spaces to facilitate dating like offline. And you know what would happen every single time? The men were not signing up. They would be selling tickets to speed dating, and they would always end up with men's tickets on sale. Always, because they weren't buying any. Just the other day, a big account that I follow for black creatives did like this Cupid thing where they were like, hey, send us a profile about yourself and we would love to post it and like play matchmaker. Sounds like a cute idea, right? Not one single man sent their profile in. And mind you, this is an account that has well over 100,000 followers. It's just time to stop. It's time to stop. They have made it very loud and clear that they do not
singles event, and here's why I think we're doomed to be single for the rest of our lives. That was a bit dramatic, but let me tell my story. So I went to singles night at church's Charlotte campus. Now, I don't go to that church, but I started following Pastor Stephen since he was a guest pastor at my church earlier this month. And when I found out that he was writing a book on dating and relationships, I was interested because, listen, your girl could use some divine intervention in that area. But I'll be honest, I didn't want to go at first. I figured it's a Christian singles event. It's going to be 50, 11 women there and like 2 men. Plus, they were advertising it as a conversation that you wouldn't expect to have at church. And I thought, I've heard enough of those modern dating and relationship podcasts. I don't need to hear anymore.
You hear that? She said podcast. Yep. What are we talking about right now?
Right now. Instead of having meaningful conversations about finding and building Christ-centered relationships.
We just left the event, right? I think we were just saying that we think that we've actually hit rock bottom. We think we've actually hit rock bottom, and I think we were either punked, catfished, or
And my spirit, while I was there, my spirit told me, no mas, por favor. I am not going to no more of these, okay? That rhymed, period. I'm not going to anymore, and here's why. So that singles event was cool because they actually had a mix and mingle session at the end where they put us in a very cool atmosphere for people to talk and meet with each other. Although there was like 3 men there and 300 women, I loved the fact that they did that. I thought that was really cool. But my thing is, you go to one single event, you go to them all. They got the same message, and I'm going to tell y'all what they be saying so that you can know ahead of time. If you feel like you're called to go, go. If you feel like the Lord is telling you to go, go. If you've never been, go. If you want to mix and mingle with other single people, go. But let me tell you, this is going to be the singles conference starter pack. I'm going to tell you what you're going to get, okay?
I'm going to get hate for this, but whatever. I approached a black man this week at like a dating event, and he was not interested in me, and that by itself is like not a great story, right? I tried to shoot my shot, he was not interested, I moved on. But immediately after I walked away from this man, he went up to a group of 5 white women and he introduced himself to all of them. And then I kind of observed out of like the corner of my eye for the rest of the evening, this man was only going up and talking to different white women. Later that night, another very attractive black man came in, the exact same thing, only talked to the white women that were in the room. There were maybe 6 or 7 black women throughout, and I could tell. I would look over at the black women occasionally, they would be looking, we would all be observing the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing, right? And as someone who has reviewed a bunch of different like dating events, I have seen this play out so many times where you walk into a room, the black women are looking for other black men, and the black men are not looking for black women. Unless the host of the event is like a black person or a person of color. And as much as I say that I am going to start dating outside my race, my mind, whenever I walk into like...
What you think about that, little man?
Well, what I think.
Think about that, little man.
Walking into that,
Get your commentary on that one.
You should hold on for a tick. Big O, if y'all didn't see it, y'all definitely gonna have to go to the YouTube, man, and check it out, man. The Durka Durka Podcast.
Yeah.
But my opinion on that, man, walking in, they definitely getting the reality of they funk, man, what they've been putting out into the world, you know, and it I've been wondering myself if something like this would happen, like for them to see themselves. But like I had told you before we even went on air, like Oklahoma ain't gonna be the place where something like that gets recognized and for them to actually start making change for it.
Do you think that we'll ever have anything like that in Oklahoma, to where you're gonna get a response like that?
No, because we
To where you're
already
gonna have 200 women and then 3 men, and then they basically giving like the analogy to, hey man, this is we're dead in the water.
no, because here in Oklahoma, most of us done seen each other out somewhere. We know of each other.
That's kind of true. It's
Yeah.
kind of like you just got the same social event status on every
So you
different location.
So you not. This is my opinion too, and they can come in and correct me if I'm wrong. The women are not gonna step out just for the simple fact that they trying to be so private because they got they circles of whoever they fucking with already here in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So they not about to step out being a single woman and mess up what they got going on already. They got to trick her, you know, and a dude.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you saying that they got their circle
yeah,
already, and you're not
single
just
woman.
talking about,
Mess up what they got.
I got feedback.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll cut it down. I got you, pal. But
Yeah, but you talking about not just your circle as far as they friends. You talking about their circle as in who they mess with.
yeah, who they mess with. And I'm not talking about their friends because their friends ain't the ones that, you know how back then there used to be some friends that be like, girl, you shouldn't be doing that. Why would you be doing that, good man, like that and all that? But now,
Right.
now none of them is really looking at us as good men. They looking at us all like and putting us in that same category, like we all did the same thing as the last man did to you. When we can clearly see that we are not all the same.
Right.
You were black today. I wear brown.
Yeah.
We are not the same,
Right.
even though we sometimes wear the same thing.
Same thing.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know we still ain't the same.
Right.
You know, we still have our own mind frames, and this is we just two people in a state that's filled, you know, with other different minds. And for people, I'm speaking in general. I'm not sexualizing going to women or men. I'm just saying for people, you just got to start, like I always say, look. You got to look within yourself first, man. Before you start looking at that other person, you got to look within yourself and then start examining what you is moving out through this world. If you think that somebody else would want to tolerate that or deal with that, it's for you to go ahead and examine yourself to see if this is how you want to be. You is the only person that in control of who you is. Nobody else can tell you how to be because you know you ain't about to listen. So come on and just bring yourself back to that, and then you'll see that that's going to graduate yourself to able to deal with other people, and you're going to see that they going to be able to deal with you because you didn't already check yourself to be this inviting type person instead of a person that ain't inviting people with your negative energy.
Yeah.
And that energy is strong if you don't believe it. You know, because we know as black people too, because we said it at work. You know, we come in at work and we be like, we had this look on our face because we know like we don't want nobody to deal with us.
Yeah, yo, like you already look like you gonna have a problem.
Yeah, I already got a problem, so I'm not looking for you to come in and fuck with me.
Right.
So I already had this look on my face, but we know like in people interactions that you can change your facial expressions, you can change your voice, you can change all that tone is what I'm saying. You can change all this stuff to have a more positive interaction with the person that you trying to interact with.
What you trying to attract.
Yes. And for them stepping into that and realizing that men is seeing all they bullshit that they've been putting out for years, like we tired. Like I was just trying to tell you, like before the show, I was talking to old girl. I was telling her, man, like I can't, like me as being myself and keep going through the same thing that I've been going through with women. I can't keep doing that to myself, waiting on the same outcome whenever they not giving me anything, and I'm giving them what they asked.
I seen a lot of dudes in the comments. They were saying that it's a lot of that men ain't shit culture.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, damn, the only ones that's really preaching that men ain't shit culture is the celebrities. And I'm kind of wondering if women realize that that's not getting us as a people anywhere. How come they ain't canceled out these celebrities that's preaching that shit?
Man, you know they not trying to.
Celebrities say that.
Huh?
What celebrities said that?
Man, that's like the whole movement right now. I mean, you got Megan Thee Stallion that's saying that
Oh,
shit.
that.
You got
Okay.
Glorilla that's saying that
Yeah.
shit. You got Sexy Red even got a song called "Fuck My Baby Daddy."
Yes.
I mean, that's just you got a whole movement right now.
Because I was thinking of celebrities, but okay, you mean
What you mean? Them are celebrities of today.
rap stars.
Those are celebrities of
Rap
today,
stars.
sir.
But then what you
Shit.
call it did say something similar on somebody's podcast. The mother of Blackish, she said something about she was driving somewhere with her boyfriend, and she said something about some trees or something. He was like, you say that about everything. And she said, well, time for me to get another nigga. You know, so.
What was she saying that for?
Because he didn't agree with her.
He disagreed with her, so she thought it was time for him to get somebody
it's
else?
time for me to get another nigga. And that's the way she said it. So there you go. I guess you're right. It is the celebrities because she damn sure said it.
Well, they the ones that's been
And it trickles down.
televising your mind.
Yeah, it trickles down. It's just, man, we got to get out of the whole mind frame of these celebrities is the one that's running your household too.
It's hard though.
Got to get out of that.
What I tell you, they don't really see that's running their household because they just listening to it and they not seeing like nothing wrong.
That's what you
with
feeding
listening
your
to it.
brain. That's what you feeding your mind frame.
But like I tried to get them to understand, like when your subconscious or your conscious is just constantly hearing something,
Right.
That's what it's locking on to.
Yep.
It's moving you as a person.
Yeah. I mean, because it's getting trickled down to not just you, but it's also getting trickled down to the next generation that this is the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, your
I mean,
kids
'cause,
is learning
man,
it.
I mean, dude, you got high schoolers that's watching TikTok all fucking day long.
All day long
And this
and
is
trying to make
trends.
one,
Right.
to be on there. Like that's you know how we used to look at TV whenever it first came out?
Right.
That's how they see in TikTok.
Right. And I can throw this into the mix and I get off of it. We are the only group of people that's the narrative. Like men ain't shit. I don't need one. We the only ones that's out here preaching that same nonsense, man. I don't see nobody else out there. Now they might got their issues, and it might be 10 times worse. But we're the only ones publicly painting that narrative that we don't need each other, and I call bullshit every fucking time. And I don't really even think that it's a narrative that is true. Really, I think that there's just as many fucking black dudes dating black women, but that's not what we're painting.
And that is true. Some dudes stated some statistics.
Yeah, I don't even think that it's true that
90%. So
yeah, like I say, I don't really even believe that the narrative is true. I'm just saying that this is the picture that we're painting for the rest of the world. So that's the ideology being floated around. Is that we don't fuck with each other, we don't need each other, and like I say, I would even I would be shutting celebrities down as preaching that shit. Like if it was me and I was able to be a hive mind to the rest of my black brothers and sisters, like, man, we can't even paint this narrative that we don't fuck with each other.
Yeah.
Period.
We ain't even showing them, like, most of our learning experiences being in the visual learning type there.
Right.
And none of us is putting in that effort to, I ain't going to say none of us because some of us is, right here we doing it. We do it a lot. But I'm speaking for the ones that ain't positively out there in the world pushing your positive self onto them.
Right.
Because that's all it basically is. It's taking your negative self out of the equation and pushing your positive self. And this is your recreation of yourself too.
Yeah.
It's always good, to look at yourself and change.
Yeah. So I mean, so with the sister saying that it's just dead in the water, ain't nothing going on. I mean, man, that should just be a big, time to step back and then look at like what can we can do to recreate this situation to get us on one accord again, to where, and that's why I could easily say, man, as far as the narrative on a bigger scale, you just got to tone all of that shit down, man. We can't have motherfuckers out here preaching that bullshit.
But this is a question too, though, that we leaving out there for all the viewers, like. What can we do? I mean, because if you want to put the blame on somebody else, then what's the solution too?
Yeah, I mean, and like I say, that's a big part of it though. Like that's the big part of that plays into it is that, man, listen, whenever people are trying to change the mindset of a people, that's who they attack is the youth.
Mm-hmm.
They attack the youth first because they know that that's the next generation that's going to be running shit. Okay, well, with that being said, you got to get a hold of everything that's influencing the youth, and that's the entertainment. That's the shit that they reading every night. That's the shit that they being fed into their subconscious every night. That's the shit that they listening to. That's the shit that's on TV. Man, you got to get a hold of all of that before you can even think about changing the narrative as far as us.
What's the age you think they should start getting a hold of
Shit,
that, man?
I mean, they getting fed that shit in middle school.
That's what I'm saying. So,
And middle school is like
But-
immediately where they're getting attacked. I mean, hell, that's 90% of probably or 80% of all of your TikTok watchers and shit is probably the middle schoolers.
if you ain't taking control whenever that child is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whenever that brain is doing all that good learning,
Yeah, so they're doing mental gymnastics and shit.
yeah,
Like
and
that's
even,
the age you got to get a hold of.
even the visuals that you showing them of yourself
Man,
matters.
Well, yeah,
Come on with it.
people don't know history,
Mm-mm.
and black people in this country, and of course around the world, are at the bottom. So you can't. People ignore that history, or they are not aware of the history. So you said
You had it right. They ignored it.
you set unrealistic expectations of yourself and of others. I don't know. I'm not wording it like what's in my head, but that's the problem. Is they're not. The females have bought into, and
They bought into the present and forgot about the past.
yes, that's a good way of saying it. And they're putting out a bad. They're putting out bad vibes.
Mm.
They're putting out bad vibes, and it's.
and instead of them wanting to not have that stench on their name, it's like you accepting it.
Yeah,
And that's the problem is that not only are you trying to reject like that narrative, like nah, we more than that.
but they
It's
push
like you accepting that shit. No, like man,
they
what the
pointing
fuck
the
is
finger
going on?
actually.
I get that they pointing the finger. I get that. I understand that because you saying that you caused us to do this.
Mm.
I understand that shit. But
They
at the
saying
same
that-
time, it's like
Let's make it plain. They saying that we is the cause. Man is the cause.
yeah, black men,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Black men is the cause of how they actions.
I mean,
is going
earlier,
around.
I'm not exactly sure if it was last year, the end of last year or something like that. It was we had a show and the I forget it was like the OnlyFans porn star was saying that that's the reason why
That she's
black
on it.
OnlyFans are so low in numbers is because black men aren't holding them of higher value. And I was like, oh, this shit is crazy. Like just the
We definitely,
psyche of this shit. Like
we definitely ain't trying to
what
hold.
the fuck?
Something for that the world can see to a higher value.
I mean, this
You
shit's
know,
just getting
'cause
to where
it's-
we
it's
just
just
taking
no
this shit
value
too
for it.
far.
I don't like the whole. I think the sexual revolution.
My
was
mama
supposed-
said, "What's happening?"
was
Tell
supposed
mom I
to-
said what up.
was
I
supposed
think she's trying to
be-
figure out what we talking about.
was supposed to be freedom of thought, but it's become a sexual revolution where it's all sexual and it's not revolution.
For everybody that's coming in,
I don't know how to word this shit. I know I have what I have in my head, but it's not coming out right. But I don't like every time I look at a TikTok, I gotta look at a black woman's ass.
they went straight to sexual.
Yeah.
Well,
You
that-
know,
yeah,
and
that's-
I-
You know, whenever it used to be sex sales, they sold it. That's why that's why I
Right,
said on
right,
another
right.
podcast,
And
like
I
they
ain't-
sold it already.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Hell, you could look at a gym motivational fucking TikTok and it's sexual.
right.
I mean, everything is sexual.
For everybody that's coming in, we not. I know y'all coming in now. We not bashing women. This ain't the bash section. Y'all just coming in at a point where we just trying to really get our
We're
understanding.
telling about the video too.
But
Like we just got through watching the video, and the video basically was showing all of these single dating sites or events, and these events basically were like empty.
They desolate of men. They men absolute. If men is there, it's only in threes.
Right.
You know, nobody's coming to it, and that's their whole disclaimer is that men is not.
They're not participating.
They're not participating because they done with women, black women in particular.
Right.
So we just basically coming in trying to see like why. Because I mean, we already got our opinions about it because we know why, but we trying to get y'all to basically come in and tell us why are y'all stopping at a certain point and not putting that effort into a black man, and you just look at us. You look at us as the lowest, like how the non-melanated people look at us.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main question that I would have to ask in this.
Like, why are you helping the world bash? The only people that can stick by each other is me and you.
And the only person that looks at you in a higher regards.
Yep. I mean, well, you got to because shit, everybody in this room came from a black mama.
And that's why I tell this to all the women that I've dated and all that, if they have any clue about any misunderstanding about thinking that I can't see a woman, or I can't understand a woman, is y'all got to realize that all black men came from a woman.
Right.
So that means we had to learn a woman. If our fathers wasn't around, that's all we had to learn was.
Well, I know everybody in this room, the women of today is not the woman you grew up seeing in the household.
No, not at all.
Not at all. It's fucking wild. And that's what we basically trying to get to.
That's why we always having these discussions that's coming back to here.
Right. It's always a boomerang because we not used to seeing this shit at all.
Yeah, we still like flabbergasted because we still trying to move throughout the world, like trying to actively, look for our spouse.
Right.
And it's like it's gone.
Right. Like the other day, I think Ari Fletcher, and that's the chick that's dating Moneybagg Yo. He's a rapper, but Ari is well known in the black community, and I think the other day she was cooking for her son, which is very motherly. This is something that she's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But everybody was tripping about her son. I guess she was getting some pots or something, and then, of course, he's like recording her, and then while she's like got her back towards the camera, he's like, "Gat." And if y'all don't know what "gat" means, that means it's like that's the new slang for somebody got a fat ass in the video. And they was like, "How you sexualizing your mother?" And I was like, I'm like, but dude, that's the norm being pushed to everybody. Everybody's over sexualized like a motherfucker now. Like there is no happy medium for kids or nobody. Like this is the response. This is what happens. This is the aftermath. And then while they was trying to defend Ari, they was showing a TikTok of Sexy Red, and she was twerking in front of her son at his birthday party or some shit. And I was like, this is what happens.
This is what you showing them.
This is what happens.
This is the product too of young having young.
Just hilarious had a conversation.
There you go. Yeah, I remember you saying that
with Shannon. What's his name? Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, with Shannon Sharp about Corey Holcomb.
Right, because she took a naked picture with her kid, and he said, "See you gonna make your son gay, and you a black hoe." And she was like, "When I see him, I'm gonna have words for him." But I'm like, man, I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that. Right.
I'm glad you putting that disclaimer.
It's kind of true. It's kind of true in some way.
I can see where he would look at you and go, "Nigga, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why would you do this? Why can't you just can't take a mother and son picture? Set your son up, you're dressed up, your son's dressed up, and you just sit there and take a picture.
It's that easy.
You got to get she's telling you, I'm butt naked, and my son, I'm using my son. He wasn't naked, but he was covering up my titties, and I'm like,
wow,
why?
If I had to jump into a woman's mind and had to answer that, I would say because they on the cute factor.
But why you gotta be naked? But that's the whole pinpoint. Why?
That's what I'm saying.
Why do you have to be naked, or damn near naked, in order for you to be cute? Why does every picture have to like involve you sticking your ass out, and that's what's facing front?
Because that's the main feature. That's what I say that's what men have pushed to the forefront, that we like titties, ass.
Of course you do.
But
you like titties and ass in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, but what I'm about to say is that they misconstruing that men like that, but the first thing we're really trying to see is, who are you though? Like, are you worth anything that's gonna be added to my life too? Just like we all know that men can come in and change women's lives. And they already doing it. They paying bills.
Mm-hmm.
The women get to sit at home. Some of them don't have to do nothing, but they giving them lavish lifestyles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you able to do and go wherever you please off of somebody else's dollar. You're not actually out here working hard for it.
Mm-hmm.
But that person that is working hard for it is being put down to like where he ain't, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And they think that that's the motivation that's gonna keep a man wanting to do that. You know that we playing in our minds too, as well as we taking care of the woman and doing all this, and we hearing what they saying and seeing their actions, and that's all playing a part in our mind as well. And we all trying to figure it out together, but we still seeing
so
you
what
ain't
you basically
you
saying
ain't part
is,
of the team.
is being a baddie comes with it's gonna get me through life credit card.
And when it's like,
yeah, it's gonna get you through life.
Not only for the women being a baddie is gonna get me this lavish lifestyle, but also being a
Only
baddie
to a certain point.
to the
though.
guy is that I got a baddie now.
Mhm.
Is that what that is?
It's like I won.
It's a credit card status.
Like I won almost.
Man, listen, listen, I understand what attracted me. If I ever have a wife, tell my woman, I get that. But man, I don't want her showing ass cheeks going to go pump gas at the gas
None
station.
of it.
You know what I'm saying?
None of that.
That's not my intentions. Like, I mean, shit, if she got a fat ass, she got a fat ass. I get it.
But I
You know what I
think
mean? She can't hide that even if she have
I
baggy
don't-
clothes on.
I don't know. Like, that's why I say we not in that mind frame to know like exactly where that woman is coming from that do want to show their body, because that's why if I had to jump in, I'd say that they seen us show so much attention to the strippers and all that they trying to do the same thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not actually being in the club. They trying to get the attention from the man, but it's not like being gone at the same way. It's like they trying, but they not like. I think they wouldn't even have to do that if they just learn men a little bit. And we very simple,
but
like
they're
a simple eye
raising
contact.
men.
And that's one of the problems too. If the father ain't in the home, then that's all that young
Okay,
man is
so
getting
then-
on one
so
side.
when you say that, then it all comes back to the whole history thing. Is the whole history thing? Black men were forced out of the house on purpose.
Yeah.
So,
Talk to him.
and now you're at a point where people have either, like I say, don't know the history or want to ignore the history, and
It's a little bit of both.
You're not putting that into the formula, and it's all fucked up, and that's why I just don't like every time I see something on Twitter, it's sex. That's what I don't like, and I think
everywhere,
you got
too.
on me about that before.
I tried to tell you, man.
And I don't like that, and I think you feed into
Y'all know my whole stance on that. You got these lame ass niggas.
Yeah, you feed into
and they the ones
the
doing that.
narrative that everything is sex driven, and then what happens is you don't provide that, then it's a turn off. You're fake or whatever, however you want to put it, and that's where a lot of the disconnect comes in at.
Well, it's almost like if you don't provide that sex factor, then you're less valuable.
Well, that shit is dangerous too, man.
It is.
It's very
It is
dangerous. Like
yeah.
to put themselves out there, because we we grounded men. You know, we respect women. You know, we look at them, we don't see like ourselves like wanting to harm them like that. But it's some men out here that, you know, whenever you sexualize yourself as a woman and you advertising yourself, they not gonna be able to have that restraint like us grounded men have.
Hey, now I say that all the time. I don't know why you want that attention. why you want that attention. Like, why is that being, broadcasted to where you gonna get the attention that you're not looking for?
You got to understand that you selling yourself not only to that type of mind frame, but you selling yourself, especially if you putting on the internet, you selling yourself for trafficking, you selling yourself for any of that dangerous
There you
shit.
go. Yes, sir.
I mean, that's kind of what happened with Shaq and Angel Reese that time. He goes on her show and starts talking about, if y'all wore booty shorts, people would watch y'all play basketball.
and they was like,
And then people was like, he's nasty.
yeah, he
And
nasty.
I'm like, but see,
Hold
he
on,
wouldn't have
man.
said that to Caitlin Clark.
Hold on 1 second.
I mean,
I got one for you. Here we go. Oh, no, not that way. Shout out to Marvin in the building, man.
Marvin,
He said hoes gonna be hoes.
Lord have mercy. I told you Marvin gonna comment.
Marvin
man.
up in this, yeah, he be commenting, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, Marvin gonna comment.
I don't know, man. It baffles me when I see shit on Twitter. And I like I say,
I don't know why you ain't got used to it by now.
I don't get on Facebook, but I get on Twitter a lot just for the news. And a lot of the feeds that come through there is these young black women and these young black men. And a lot of these dudes is like, fuck them bitches.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Even the young ones are saying it, huh?
Right. And then a lot of the young black girls is like, you niggas ain't got enough money for me. And I'm like,
And they ain't even got enough money for
money to
themselves.
right?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like you created a cesspool of negativity. You created some shit to where you got the women bashing the men and you got the men bashing the women, and that's the narrative, period.
Right.
Man, they don't understand.
You're not pushing nothing else positive. Like I said, you're not getting none of that shit to where you got love songs being made or anything like that no more. You don't see that anymore.
Man, I was just thinking that the other day.
You don't see that anymore. Even the love songs that's getting pushed now is like over fucking sexualized.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why the women feel like this is what I gotta have. I gotta have the face card. I gotta have the fat ass. I gotta know how to do this in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be super nasty and gotta look. I gotta be a baddie. Let me put it like that. I gotta be a baddie when I'm like I said, when I'm pumping gas at the store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All I challenge women to do is take themselves and put themselves in a tunnel vision whenever they listening to their music.
Yeah, but I also gotta hold the men to a certain standard too, bro. You gotta do better.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't be. We gotta have to check these motherfuckers that's out here. First of all, that's out there whooping on black women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then these other motherfuckers is basically just treating these motherfuckers like they ain't nothing. Like that's just, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to hold both standards to a certain degree.
Yeah, I just want to say it's too easy to hit a woman, man. Like if you feel like you want to do that, man, you need to check
Wait a
yourself.
minute.
But it's dudes that's out there doing it.
Right.
It's too easy for that, man.
Yeah, my dad said if you feel like you got choked somebody, it's time for you to leave.
Hell
Right.
And I remember him leaving.
Hey, if that's what it takes, then that's what you're gonna have to do.
I remember the day he moved out.
That's what you gotta do.
That anger is
the
real.
The problem with all of it is everybody says we need a black community, and you can't have a black community without these folks getting together. And
What folks?
That's the main.
You talking about
big
like
problem.
you talking about the people that
Yeah,
feel that they gotta hit on people?
Right. The black.
Oh, okay, I got what you're saying.
The black people got to form these relationships to build this shit.
That's what I was saying. They got to check
And
themselves.
if you don't build the shit, then we'll never get respect from anybody because all these other people are building shit.
Right.
I mean, the Asians are building their community.
That's why they.
But
that's why
this
they
is what
able
I
to
was
pass
talking
out.
about the other day with the inviting people to the cookout shit.
But
You can't have the fucking cookout without the cookout being checked between black people first. Period. I can't invite everybody to the
don't agree
goddamn
with the cookout,
cookout shit.
standards, man.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with everybody getting invited to the cookout and your cookout ain't straight
Pop, so,
anyway.
Pop, so you saying we should
Shit.
invite some of those folks then?
I would.
Man, listen.
But-
I'm not for everybody getting invited to the cookout.
But
I feel like the cookout
but-
need to get corrected first.
but
God damn it.
the community won't get that respect that it's trying to get until all of this shit, this bullshit goes away. It's not good. And that's my main problem with all of it.
I think that they got to just start respecting each other, man.
Yes.
Yeah, we
yes.
do.
And
And
that's-
just like you was telling
that's
me the
where-
other day, you was like, "Don't call him no YN." I was like, I get that. I understand that. But the black culture has to check the YN culture first.
Yes,
That's
do.
the problem, is that you got the kid whooping the parent now.
Right.
There's no order.
But that's because of the and they can correct me if I'm wrong, because of the woman then pushed the man out of there, so he can't even, or even if he there, you stepping in and not letting him do his thing to keep that young man where he's supposed to be at.
And maybe it's both, because shit.
That's
like
why I
I
say
said,
I'm only speaking on
Right.
on opinions, man. I don't know. Y'all can let me know.
'Cause somebody did that skit where the dude said, "You can't be whooping my mama's ass." She said, "Well, she lay hands on my kid." He said, "That's her grandkid."
Yeah.
You remember y'all saw that skit? I showed y'all. The dude did the whole skit where his baby mama beat up his mama, and he was like, "You can't be whooping my mama." You know, and she's like, "But she whooped my baby," and he's like, "Well, that's her grandkid."
Yeah.
You know, and yeah.
It's got to be some order in this.
That's where we used to be, like, we respect our elders. And Marvin said everybody eats, B.
Everybody
eats. But that's where we took it back to you respecting your elders, and that type of deal. I mean, that saying has been pushed out. I don't even hear nobody even saying that anymore.
Right. Yeah.
That's why the young ones feel like that they can step to the older ones.
Yes,
like
they
that.
do. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
of course.
Because-
I honestly feel like that.
Yes.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
that's
they
why we
most
moving
definitely
in the
feel like
directions that we moving, because of we not telling the young folks to still respect their elders. No matter if it's your uncle that's 10 years older than
I
you.
do.
But it's a lot of people that
But
don't.
you wanted the the parents that grew up in that era though.
Right.
It's
to
a
push
lot of them that don't.
respect though.
Yeah, it's a lot of them that don't. That's the reason why you seeing so many of these videos where these little bitty ass, fucking middle schoolers is fighting grown ass women as teachers. Like, man, who in the fuck do you think you is to where you putting your
Where
hands
the
on?
kids are cussing out the police.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't understand the adults fucking with the police. You done seen
I don't
the
either,
videos.
man.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I really don't either. Like, why antagonize somebody with a gun?
Yeah.
That
Can legally kill you.
Yeah, legally, I can't pull my shit back out on you to
Right.
defend myself.
Right.
We have to go to court for me to
Right.
defend myself.
Right.
Why antagonize? Why not just handle the
Business, right.
And but we haven't been able to do anything in silence too, so it's hard to keep that statement going, because of that would be that would be cool if we could do that and then we organizing in silence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not,
let them go.
In my
and then we
mind,
doing
I'm
something.
not going to do anything to further incriminate myself any further than what I'm already being charged for. Like, so I don't even want to talk to your ass. Let's just go through this process and get this shit over with. I'm not going to sit up here and argue with you.
Yeah, if you say I did
and
something,
then get a resisting
you
arrest
said that,
charge,
you know what I'm saying?
or give you any reason to pull out your motherfucking gun, I'm going to be overly fucking obvious then by then.
Right.
I'm going to have my hands up. What the fuck we need to do? I ain't saying nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to get to the point where people gonna be like, "Hey man, he ain't even saying nothing to you."
Yeah, you gotta.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
not
think
even
about
saying nothing to
this is
you.
where it takes it back to yourself, thinking about yourself and thinking about your outcome, thinking about your future, man.
Correct.
Like, if you plan on being here, man, you gotta think about your interactions with people, and one of those people being an officer.
Right.
You know, we can not like them all day long,
and
what I'm
especially
saying?
these next 4 years, because that's why I keep trying to get Angie on, because she has all these conspiracy theories. But one of her conspiracy theories is that they're gonna need people to pick that fruit and shit.
Yeah.
And
there's a theory behind it too. I know y'all just saying that they just relaxed the fucking the minor laws.
Yeah, the
child minor
labor
laws.
Yeah.
So they basically destroying the Department of Education, and then they relaxing the fucking child labor laws. They gonna have your son or your daughter out there picking fruit.
And shit.
Yeah, they done took it to where they don't have to get lunch breaks.
Right.
They done took it to where they don't have to be a certain age. I'll be damn if I have my 14-year-old. She getting ready to turn 14,
right?
And she gonna be working 10-hour shifts.
Yes,
Are you fucking kidding me?
She gonna be a grown up already.
You hear me?
Like, that's another form of slavery, man, right there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, 14 years old and she working 12-hour, 10-hour shifts with no lunch break.
Yeah.
And we actually had a life whenever, the ancestors would probably be mad at us, but we actually had a life, able to
Yeah, I mean, I can't even relate to that.
Find
Like, you
out
know
who
what
we
I'm saying?
was as children, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm like, shit, at 14, 13 years old, we was riding bikes and acting ass across the city.
We was figuring shit out.
I wasn't clocking in and
Yeah.
was like, man, shit, I only got 20 more years of this shit, and I can retire or some shit. I mean, yeah, after taking smoke breaks at 16 and shit.
Hey, Marvin said, "Don't do nephew like that." He meant an hour. Laugh out loud.
Shit, yeah, man. But yeah, it's really interesting to see where we're going as a people, man. Because, like I say, it's I thought that video was very alarming because I'm like, man,
But we have been preaching that though.
yeah, finally hit that wall.
We
man.
have been preaching that, and this is all we getting now is them coming out and actually they seeing it, but not taking accountability of it. Like, and that's what I mean by taking accountability of it is like what I'm saying. You putting in the work to change yourself to be for somebody that you want to be with.
Right.
You can't think that if he want me, he gonna have to take me how I am. As you can clearly see, he not taking you as you is.
Right.
So that mean that you have to do some soul searching and changing yourself for the better or the positive parts for somebody who you. I'm not saying change for a bad person. I'm saying changing for the person that you want to be with.
Right.
And that should be self-explanatory for a lot of people.
Because it didn't got so bad to where it's a lot of dudes are just like, man, I'll just be single.
You hear me? I'm getting to that point. I want children out here still.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm speaking for self. That's like, man, I'm not a bad dude. I ain't never hit nobody in my life. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody in the comments that's watching right now that can jump in there and go, man, Nick is just a fucked up person. He a fucked up individual. I ain't never took advantage of nobody. I ain't never put my hands on nobody. You know, I'm not the most solid of solids dudes, but shit, I ain't never felt like I've done some shit to where a motherfucker could just say I'm a dirty motherfucker. So, like I say, I done basically went into my shell to where I'm like, I'm just gonna raise my children and get through life. But I'm not tripping about this relationship shit at all. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the woman was saying on the video.
But that's where dudes is at right now.
That's where we all is at.
That's where dudes is at right now, to where they like, man, I'm cool with just
being and then my question is they gonna do something about it? You just gonna let the culture in right there. If we say the culture is up to you,
right,
you just gonna let the culture in right there by not even wanting to put in no effort to show black men that you actually care about black men,
that you actually
black
give a
men.
damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like you actually want to be with a black man,
right?
Because then we could put in the same effort that we have been putting in. You have to. I always be trying to get in relationships and tell the woman, like, man, just like y'all look for that spark, we look for that spark too.
Right.
You know, even though we simple creatures, that spark could just be you just kissing, hugging, showing a man love that you is paying attention to him. You didn't heard him say something about what he might want or something he going through or whatever it might be. But you actually putting in that effort to show, like, and this is for your black man that you want to be with. This ain't for the other black man. You ain't got to try to show yourself to be like this for this black man, that one. It's for the one that you going after.
I mean, shit, that might be part of the problem, though. It's multiple.
Yeah, that is part of the problem.
It's multiple, and then they want your ass to deal with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, you need to get added to the roster.
They do be trying to have their squads, man. I mean, don't get us wrong, man. We used to have our squads too, but that's high school to us. Like, and I say high school to us because that's old thinking to us. Like, when we moving on and growing as men, we trying to move up and we trying to fucking be, you know, like something that y'all been saying that y'all been wanting for all this time. That's why I say that we always doing the changing. Always keep doing the changing. Even our mothers, our sisters are telling us something about ourselves, like the way we dress, the way we talk to this woman or whatever. We always constantly still changing ourselves to be into the woman's eyes. But we is not.
And you feel like that shit ain't getting reciprocated.
We definitely ain't getting reciprocated on that end. And I just ploy, you know, for women to start just paying attention to it, man. It ain't even something much that you asking for. It's just something that, like, that man that you want to be with, and you got to listen to the words that I'm saying. That man that you want to be with, you have to change yourself for that man. And it's just simple as that. You all right, Pop? No?
What is it, your knee?
Man, we got me ready to get up and help you around, man. I had to pause the show, man.
Yeah, but yeah, the shit done got out of hand now, bro.
It definitely did, man. Like I know that's why I say I know y'all some of you might feel like that I've been on women's head, man, about this, but the proof is right there. I ain't even had to say nothing.
Well, I'm noticing it's a discontent between both parties. You hear women saying the same thing. You hear men say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is that you don't know how to get this shit on one accord.
Sis in the building, Mimi said, "Gotta go both ways."
Gotta go both
D
ways.
saying right there, man.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I told him a long time ago. I told his ass years ago. Put that on the shirt.
You got to.
You go both ways.
It
It really
do,
do. Because like I say, I'm hearing the same arguments for months, for years now, bro.
If you just
Same thing on this side, the same thing on that side is that we don't have a common ground to listen to each other. And that's the problem right now, and that's the reason why these rooms look like they looking, to where you got 200 women and you got 3 dudes, because it then finally got to a point to where people are just tired.
And what's funny is I remember, man, it's got to be, I've been in the city of Norman for 12 years. I think I started in 14. And I remember I was listening to Karen Hunter, and she had this lady on that does pop-up shops.
Right.
And she said, yeah, because we're in New York and we have Twister events. And she said, I have 10,000 people at a Twister event.
You talking about the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, Twister. Yeah, the
They
game.
have Twister mats all over.
Man.
And she said, we'll have 10,000 people show up. And it was 50-50. And now, 10 years later, the chicks is going, it's 300 women here and no men.
they wasn't getting no outcome out of that Twister,
Right.
man. I mean, because some of them probably was like, hey, how you doing? You know, can I take you out? You know, I'm
just
trying to get
hanging
to know
out.
you.
And that's just in 10 years.
And then being woman who they is and chop the motherfucker's head off, man, without anything.
I'm not gonna lie to you, and I don't see any improvements coming. Like, I see more people turning towards digital lifestyles. And I mean, dude, if there's anything that pops out like a robot taking care of dudes' needs, it ain't gonna be no more interaction.
It ain't gonna be nothing.
It ain't gonna be no more.
It ain't gonna be no more kids.
I mean, it ain't exactly. It's gonna be like the ultimate birth control, because dudes is not gonna leave the house.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you already got porn running everything right now.
And that's why I be like,
That's why everything's so sexualized.
This is where it comes in. The question is, do you love your melanin as much as men love their melanin?
Yeah, because it's not gonna get corrected.
You know, and that's what it's boiling down to. Because if you ain't loving yourself in the skin that you in, then you ain't gonna love the person that you trying to go after, and you ain't gonna never be able to show that person.
There's a reason why these OnlyFans accounts is shot up to the fucking moon, because dudes are not leaving their environment no more.
I just saw a deal that said the ex
Marvin said, hey now.
Playboy mama.
Hey, this is real shit.
Leave mama out of this. Laugh out loud.
I paid 51 grand to look like a wag, and I had to look up what wag was, and wag is wives and girlfriends of professional football players. So she went and got her ass done. She's a white chick, got her ass done, got her breasts done, and little shit done to her face. And now she says she gets hotel upgrades for free, and when she goes to the clubs, they move her to the VIP section.
But for how long?
I don't know, man.
How long you think that
you say that part? I say the wag part, and then I think of the Chris Rock movie. I forget the name of that movie that he did. It was one of the last few movies he did.
But notice he said wag though, so she's automatically altering herself to be the wife or a girlfriend of a professional.
So that means that you can change yourself to be with somebody else.
Right.
If you can change yourself to be you could be another woman in somebody else's marriage. Then you can change yourself to be with a man that wants to see nothing but a family type lifestyle out of these interactions.
They don't even want your ass no more. They want the motherfucking professional athlete, and everybody's fighting over him.
I remember that from the Chris Rock movie. Is that I forget the two chicks that was in the movie, But the one chick was like real hot, and then all of a sudden she says, "Yeah, I went to the club, and I was the old chick in the room. Nobody wanted to talk to me."
Right.
But maybe that's why everybody's spending $50,000 to get altered.
They get their ass done. And,
Yeah.
and get the liposuction. and
get
all
the
that.
But and some women
Gel
gotta
Olympic
see.
shots.
Some women gotta see that they is not getting the attention that they thought that they was gonna get for that, or who they thought they was gonna get the attention from for that.
Because dudes ain't getting work done. They just throwing money in the air.
Mm-hmm. And that's who everybody's fighting over.
Yeah, and that's one of the things.
Because I need
For $1 million, I do this and that, and I stopped saying it because this motherfuckers with $1 million that can just throw away $1 million.
Yep.
So I stopped saying that shit.
Yeah, and they'll be like, you said you was gonna do what?
And then we had Diddy. So that just proves my point.
Well, Diddy done took over the
He came
platform,
in and
didn't he?
took all the way over. Shout out to our Scorpio.
I mean, Diddy is like literally all over Call of Duty now. like,
Yeah,
I'm about to get Diddy.
And I mean,
That shit
Oh my God.
it's just a tragedy, man.
crazy.
It's a fucking
Tragic.
tragedy.
Tragic.
This nigga threw away all of that power and influence to get his
freak on.
get his freak on.
Man, you don't know the lifestyle of a Scorpio. No, I just
Hey man, I don't get it. I just
Yeah, we kind of complex it, man.
R. Kelly, Kanye, all of them dudes, I don't get it.
All I can tell you about the Scorpio is that we is very planned out with our.
I don't.
Got it, baby oil.
Hell yeah.
But then it's like I saw a deal where dude was on that pop the balloon contest, and the dude said he was a firefighter and he liked to do.
I done seen a lot of those, yeah.
And all the chicks was popping their balloons and stuff. And one of the dudes that was in the comments said, "Man, that nigga is corny. Like him and Jordan B. Michael B. Jordan." I was like,
What?
Everybody.
this dude and Michael B. Jordan are corny?
That's because they pushed the viralness to this much level, and then you got your trash workers, your fireman workers looking like they ain't up here with the celebrities, and they making the same amount of money.
I'm like, bro.
Shit.
That part right there.
Shit.
Or could be making more.
Could be making more and more sustainable in lifestyle
I mean,
as
he's
well.
a six-figure dude. If firefighters gonna make $100,000 to $150,000 a year.
That's what
and
I'm
then
saying.
if he does other
That's
shit
exactly
on
what
the
he's
side,
what
he's
I'm
pushing
saying.
$200,000 a year.
Right.
So
then when he hooks up with the white chick, everybody's gonna be mad, but he's gonna go.
and
What you want me to do?
most of these celebrities is trying to get around their contracts as well. They is investing their own money to even do shit. So it's like they not even using the engine no more. So I don't even know why they still like pushing the message to the people and they not even trying to use the engine.
Man.
But nobody I ain't gonna say nobody. I wish the women would pay attention to the message that's coming out of their mouths and even how it's orchestrated to them.
I just wish people would see the dangers of where this shit gonna be in the next 5 to 10 years because it's headed nowhere.
What's the brother's name? Samuel. What's his name?
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
I never really liked that dude.
A lot of people didn't like it.
But he was
on point
batting
with his
1,000.
message though.
Yeah, he was batting 1,000.
He was on point with his message. No matter if you liked him or
I
not,
didn't
man.
like him.
He fucking told
And
everybody.
why didn't you like him?
Huh? I thought he was rude, condescending.
But the message is always.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nobody's gonna
I
pay
don't like the
attention to
dude. I don't like the dude from Fresh and Fit. So the way you feel about Kevin Samuels,
That's a whole.
I don't like the dude from Fresh and Fit
He's
because
a
I
whole
feel like
nother
he's
level.
almost like a CIA operative or some
Right.
shit.
I kind of fuck with both of them, man. Just on the simple fact that
No, I don't like Myron.
I'm just saying
Yeah,
that.
is that the light skinned dude?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I
just
don't fuck with
saying
him
that
at
I
all.
fuck with him just because of I see
I don't
like
Myron.
it's
He
it's
brings
aggressive.
in prostitutes and then tries to berate them like they're all women.
Well, that's
not.
that's because they coming in saying the stuff that they saying too. That's why I say I fuck with him because it's like you asking them a question and then they saying what they saying. It's coming out of their own mouth. So it means it's their brain that's conjuring up all this thought.
And then I also see
he trying to bring them back to a reality of they thinking.
And then I also see the way he belittles fucking black women on X too. And he's a totally different person. I'm like, hey, look, bro.
I don't be seeing that.
You ain't even really from the culture like that. You know what I'm saying? To where you can consider yourself a black man, but you want to talk about black women.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with you, bro.
But he says nigga and everything, and everybody around him allows that. You know, even if he's not black or what. He says nigga, and who's ever around him that is that.
And I'm pretty sure that the reason why he's got old boy up there with him is because he ain't even from the fucking country, and he trying to fit in too.
And he can use
you
him.
know what I'm saying?
He can use him as his end to be able to say nigga.
Say
too.
thank you. Yeah. So I was like, man, I really don't fuck with Buddy at all. But
I just listened to the message, man. I heard how he talking to some of the women on there and everything, but whenever I heard how the women is presenting themselves, that's what always gets me, because I'm out here in the world still, and I'm like I'm dealing with a lot of this of what he's trying to correct, So I'm like, all these women that's coming on there expecting to have this, that, and the third.
Or what he's trying to correct, or what he's trying to expose to his benefit.
I feel like it's trying to correct because it's already been exposed for everybody's benefit.
Yeah, but he making a lot of money off of it.
He been doing that. They piggybacked off of Kevin Samuels after
he taking that shit and then using it to his advantage because it's content for his podcast show.
Most definitely. Like if we had some shit that was hot, we would stay on that shit.
To a certain extent.
How I feel about Corey Holcomb. I think he piggybacks off of that.
Everybody when that's the thing that's just like a hot topic. When that's the hot topic that's going on, that hot topic ain't been going nowhere because we still on this going back and forth with each other type deal. Everybody stuck in a debate instead of coming to solutions. We all want to just say that this ain't how it's supposed to be or that ain't, but nobody's coming to it and saying like, well, if we stop doing this, or actually showing the action like I did stop doing this and this is what I'm doing now, right. then that's where I feel like where we getting stopped at.
Right. Like I'm not gonna have like a Zeus network and then I know that it's portraying black women in a certain light and then I'm making money off of it. I'm like, but that's the bread and butter. Nah, I'm not fucking with it, bro. Like I know that we can do better than this bullshit that I'm portraying out here for national TV and for these young minds to see. I'm not fucking with it.
Well, that's like I'm proud of 50 Cent, and then I'm disgusted about 50 Cent.
I mean, it's the same thing with Tyler Perry. I mean, Tyler Perry is out here doing his thing.
Of him,
but at the same damn time, I'm like, bro, where's the other reflection of what we could be?
Yeah, when do you step?
When can we get our sci-fi movie?
You just keep going, Ghost.
You part
Raising Cain.
You part of the engine.
Murder.
You part of
I'm like,
when you part of the engine, you can't deter. Like you can't.
You can.
No.
How come you can't?
Didn't y'all see people trying to make water engines and what happened to them?
Hey, bro, that's some shit you're gonna have to deal with.
That's what they not trying to get took out.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: the message that we be preaching on this show, I'm not gonna get to a certain level. I'm just gonna let you know right now, and then start to switch the message.
But we already been ready to be approached and be ready for that.
You already know, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, this is shit you gotta die for.
Then to me, then it's all part of the same conversation. Is the community is not the A and B aren't equaling the C to build the community up to where you have that protection from that shit. It all comes back in a circle,
right? To where you're gatekeeping me from advancing to be something else.
You're saying that these people like Tyler Perry's and the 50 Cents who are making these $1 million shows,
right?
Can't ever come and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do an Ironside, where my man is the detective or whatever. I'm not gonna make no more of these drug movies or shows. I'm gonna do something positive here.
Well, the thing that
they'll get wiped out. They'll get killed. they'll get their car rolled over 3 times on the highway, and then the semi hits and kills you.
Right.
See, that's because the community can't protect nobody.
I get that. But somebody got to test the water. Somebody got to dip their toe in the water, man.
I mean,
Or are you just gonna keep on getting the same recycled
Right.
bullshit that
Right.
you've been getting?
right?
Like I
And-
said, you
Man.
never thought growing up the Snoop Dogg was the agent. You never would think about that. You never thought that this motherfucker was the one that's trying to sway the community to go a certain way. I was gonna actually be one of my topics. That man, I know y'all seen the Daily Loud post that they said that Sexy Red was a CIA operative. I was like, oh, that's interesting, because it's like I can see it. I can see motherfuckers getting put in a place of power in order to steer the community a certain way. That's the reason why you got all of this bullshit that's being pushed as the narrative, because this is what makes the community look bad.
It's just because people ain't. That's why I said people ain't looking at it. They not dissecting what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think that we've been studied? Like, people have looked at us and know how to, what button to push, or what to stir us, what we like.
Of course they have.
So
Of course they have.
come on with it, Pop.
Well,
Pop like hell.
think about it. The black people that you've seen win Oscars was for some degrading shit.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel,
Like Denzel with Training Day.
Halle Berry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then
It was all on.
Will wins for a positive one, but he goes and slaps the shit out of
Chris Rock.
Because he still.
Fuck
But
it
they,
up.
but they
still
said
had
they
to-
said he had to bow down and kiss the ring. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
humiliation ritual.
You still got to come in and humiliate your
He had to
fellow
go
black.
and humiliate himself in the community.
Just like they said with his son, that's the reason why he had that dumbass house on his head.
Yeah.
Because it was a humiliation ritual. And I believe all of that shit.
And I mean,
I feel like in
and
order
that-
for
that-
you to stay
that's-
aligned with these
That's
millions,
probably why Jay French said something too, because of being in that industry, you gonna be tapped in with some type of information. But like I said,
what
a
would
lot
he
of-
say?
A lot of them are scared and they ain't gonna step out and say nothing. Well, I'm saying when he was like, "Hey, Jaden, you look retarded." You know what I'm saying? When he stepped out and said that, but he's saying that because he ain't a part of the engine. He like on the outside,
Right.
you know. But if he was contracted in like the rest of these folks,
Yeah, he would have to go a certain way about it.
then he wouldn't be saying.
But hold on,
nothing
break
like
it down. Tell me what all happened.
Well, basically, he went viral over saying that that Jaden Smith looked retarded walking through there like that.
Jay French did?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he did look retarded.
he. I mean, I wasn't gonna use the words because
I mean, well, yeah, you know,
you know how they do.
He
You
look,
know what
he
I'm
look
saying?
special needs.
He did look a little special with that hat on his head,
I don't
with
understand.
that house on his head. I don't understand it.
I don't
either.
understand.
But they said it was a humiliation ritual, and that makes sense to me too.
Yeah,
Like he has to do this in order for him to get bumped up in whatever fucking Hollywood statistical fucking empire that they building over there.
mhm.
You got to do this to get this.
And that's why I say that Jay French, he understood what was going on. He not gonna speak on it because of.
They might get him touched.
And,
I get it.
And he ain't at a certain point.
Just like
in
you
his
saying
life.
that they can't deter from making these power movies and these ghost fucking films because it's gonna get them touched. And I'm
Even-
like, bro, a
even-
line got to be drawn in the sand somewhere.
Even y'all own Tyler Perry. Y'all look at the black man that he got in his films. Just think about when he started and he was making the plays. Like he wasn't making them seem like they was gay.
Right,
Now look at it.
right. That's true.
The same men.
I'll say I ain't looked at a Tyler Perry
The
in a long
same
time.
man.
What it done took a turn.
yeah,
same
well,
men.
They down low dudes.
The same men that he had out front that had wives and he was portraying this in the beginning, like he was the only one that was wearing a dress and all that.
Right.
But really, all those men was wearing dresses
Yeah, he's got everybody down low
in his films.
in his films. Yeah.
That's the shit I-
And that's why I say the
that's the shit I
engine,
be talking about.
the
boy.
engine, where the engine then took over at, because of you under contract,
Right.
and you got to play
Push
it
this
along.
narrative.
yeah,
Yeah.
to try to get our
Yeah.
these minds, the ones that where we at, to deter to that other side.
Yeah. I mean, the only person
It's fucked up, man.
that's up
It is
there
fucked
that I
up.
haven't really seen go that way is Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But you don't know because of Jay-Z and Beyonce. What they do is they have NDAs on standby.
But they haven't done it themselves in public.
You don't know.
And it seems like everybody else has had to do it.
Well, they kind of said that Jay-Z didn't already went that route because they said that he will only perform for these white executives. Like
and at that
he'll only bend the knee for them, and he won't do the same
party,
thing for the black people.
At that Diddy party, they was both being shared.
I don't know, but I haven't. Show me the tape.
They showed the picture. They didn't show the tape.
Show me.
I mean, I need to say all of this allegedly.
Allegedly.
Like, oh yeah.
Allegedly. When those parties was happening, they weren't at the pinnacle that they are now. What I'm saying is, at the pinnacle
But
that
still,
they are now, they are not
doing
that shit. Like Kanye. Kanye is at that pinnacle, but now he's done all this other shit that where if he ever comes out and says anything that makes any sense or helps the community,
it's gonna get shot down.
It's gonna be shot down because we're gonna look back at this other bullshit that you've been doing.
Right. That's the.
So that's to me that's the humiliation shit. You walking this white woman around with no clothes on and shit. So anything that you say that helps the community now, I'm gonna come back to this and say that nigga's crazy.
I mean, but he already said in the song, he made the song. When you get on, you leave for a white girl.
But
so you already implanted in these women's minds out here in the world that black men, all black men don't do that because you was already held to a certain point, and you said this to where people is following your music because they chanting this every time they saying the song.
Right.
They saying it and believing it. So now they looking at us that same way, like we gonna get on and lead them for a white girl whenever we trying to get them to come back to be the black queens that we see them as.
I mean, Shannon Sharp had that little video where he gave his brother his Hall of Fame jacket, or told him he's going into the Hall of Fame, and everybody's going, "Who's the white lady?" And I think it's his housekeeper. But I was thinking, damn, he can't get a black housekeeper.
He said he didn't want to have him in the house like Mouser. He didn't want to be. He want to be a different Mouser.
The mental psychology that a black person has to go through.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
it is. Man.
Who else do you know that's been so close to having your whole history being based off of slavery, though? I mean, man, think about it. The United States of America has only been born since 1779, correct?
Right.
So since the 1700s to now, bro, that's like right around the corner. Like, y'all just got through dealing with segregation. And now you talking about bringing up segregation again. What other race do you know that's going through situations what we're going through? Everybody else has a history. They got a culture. They got, this is my native tongue back where we don't have that shit.
Right.
What other race do you, I mean, that's my whole theory for all of this shit. Once you realize, black people, that we all have a common enemy, that we all basically are under attack, that we're all prisoners of fucking war, then you'll understand what the entire psyche of all of this shit really is. You're under attack.
Man.
You're under attack. And this is your music. This is your motherfucking politics.
Your imagery.
This is your imagery. This is your entertainment. This is everything. This is your fucking education and your literature books. Everything around you is under attack. And until you understand that shit as a nation, as a whole, as a people, then we'll never get out of the fucking the mud hole that we've been in for so many years. You're under attack. Period.
Hey, on that same note, do you think that them actually
and I don't give a fuck if some white dude stop me in the middle of the store and go, "Hey man, you need to stop that message." Fuck that. This is just the truth.
Do you think that they'll actually get it if like the chemtrails that's happening? Do you think if they like just tapped into it, just knowing it would change they way of being? Because
absolutely,
we know that the chemtrails is actually poisoning us to think a certain type of way, be a certain type of way, and eat a certain type of way.
Absolutely. If you would back away from the Versace bags or whatever the fuck you focusing your mind on and realize that, dude, you are under a fucking attack, then yeah, it would change your mind frame drastically on the way you behave on a day-to-day basis. It really would.
That's my rant for it, man.
Straight up.
Straight up and down.
We over an hour, but man,
shout out.
I mean, shit, we didn't talked about this shit. I mean, you could tell it's a heartfelt conversation because I didn't even talk about the shit that was on my page today.
No, man. That's
You know what I'm saying? So,
how it be, man.
so the conversation was so good. This shit done went over an hour long. I mean, once you're talking about something as passionate as the black community and what we need to do to correct our shit,
Yeah,
because that video hit home, dude.
We gonna stay stuck on that just because we can't get off of it because we ain't went nowhere from it. And that's where we all still dealing with. Like, I'll tell you the only reason why I stay on it is because I'll just be waiting on them to show me something different. And that's it.
I don't think we ever gonna. I mean, until the climate changes, until you are until something changes drastically.
Bro, it only takes one. It only takes one of you to start showing your other ones how to act.
Yeah, each one teach one, reach one.
That's all it is, and then we all wake ourselves up from this slumber.
Yep, because that's exactly what it is right now. That's a slumber, man. Everybody is fucked up and don't realize it.
Man, togetherness is the message for today, man.
Hey, I'm with it.
You know, we preach it every week, man. It seems like, man. Even on the artist side, man. So that's why I know that I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, we preaching this unity, and I'm gonna put the community in there, man. But we reaching outside of it too, because we've been trying to get our folks, you know, on some type of togetherness plan, and I don't I always exclaim, like, I don't know what the blockage is in your mind that's keeping you from loving your fellow melanated person. That's for you to work out in your head. Like, even if you went and talked to a specialist about it, it's still gonna be you, like, grasping what's that blockage is and telling that specialist what it is. So it's for you to have that understanding of knowing, like, what you doing to yourself to push it on to other people, to even have that negative those negative energy around you, or those words. You know, so I'm still gonna stay pushing the message of examining yourself. That's in the Bible as well for all the Bible goers, the Bible readers, to go ahead and examine yourself in every situation before you present yourself to somebody else.
I could agree with that. Yeah, you need to study to show thyself approved. Ain't that how it go?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You need to hold your light up to a certain standard in order for you to be able to light everybody else's light.
You heard me?
That's real shit.
So that is man, shit, I would just say that's y'all homework. if y'all take anything from this show, man, that's y'all homework, man. That we give y'all, man, to work on yourselves, and, man, if you think that we bad people for telling you to work on yourself, then you need.
Well, we ain't gonna never preach no. We never.
You need to look at yourself.
We're not gonna ever preach no nothing that's not gonna uplift us and put us on a pedestal at the end of the day. We always gonna think of something that's gonna,
elevate us
to do better, or hold ourselves up to a certain light, and especially a self imagery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The word you gonna see yourself in a certain light before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna bash our fellow brothers and sisters. I mean, it's just like, at the same time, it kind of sticks out to me because it's like, yeah, you're right. We do got to stop calling our younger brothers and sisters. We got to stop calling them YNs. We got to stop. We got to get out of that culture, man. We got to get out of it to where we just accepting it, and there's nothing we can do about it. We got to push a dish narrative. We got to have remember that show that used to come on, The Rock?
Mm-hmm.
And used to have, I forget what the brother's name is, but I mean, we don't have shows like that anymore. There's no more Bill Cosby's. There's
For a
no
reason.
more Fresh Princes of.
Even Martin.
Martin was even one.
Was
You
one,
didn't-
and
you
it
didn't
was
have-
crazy as hell, but it was.
But
positive.
it had positive imagery in it
Right.
About black folks being.
about black folks being black folks,
Yeah.
and you didn't sway from the realness of it.
Right.
You don't get that anymore. There's no more shows like that shows that imagery anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, Martin was just a dude that went to work.
That's it.
Gina went to work. I mean, Pam went to work.
Right.
I mean, the only one that didn't go to work was Tommy.
He was out on the block.
Tommy, what do you do again?
Tommy was out on the block with the rest
He ain't
of
got
us,
no
man.
job, man.
That's why all of us like Tommy, man, because we related to Tommy, man.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah.
He was out there getting it out the mud, man.
Right.
Shit, I had to show you I had to go to work, man. Shit, I got money though. Shit.
Real
And I
shit.
got it all, man. Y'all got anything?
No.
Shout out to all our loyal people, man. Big O, man. Shout out to Queen Ella, man, for always promoting the show, man.
Why can't 50 Cent do? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Pop.
Why can't 50 Cent do a Martin? I don't get
Because
that.
he just got through telling you that the man cannot sway from the pedal pushing shit that he's been pushing.
Yeah, man.
He just got through telling you
it's
that.
a,
That's not what been
it's
the
an-
whole conversation.
It's an agenda on us, bro.
He just
If-
got through.
if
He
you
just
don't-
got through
If you don't
saying that.
see it, like you really got to open your eyes up to see.
Well,
this
he's
type of
seeing
stuff.
it right now. But that's the problem is that
Because he asked the question, why can't we have that?
why can't
So
you
he
have that?
already seen it,
Right.
and that's because of the engine. man.
Hell,
we not in
while we
control
on
of
the
the engine.
topic, how come Tyler Perry can't do a Martin?
You know, and he owned all this. He just got all this land to
Yeah.
do whatever he
want.
on and it's his land. Supposed to been historic land that he got,
Yeah.
and he doing it for black folks.
Right.
Why ain't the message building up black men? You know, and not looking like we
Right.
just gay out here and
Yeah.
just want men.
I mean, shit, you done moved
I'm
from
sorry
relationships.
to all the gay people out here, man. It
You know
ain't.
what I'm saying? Ain't no shots.
Ain't no shots to you, man.
But you done moved from
but
relationships to entertainment.
Us straight people like to be straight, and we have no problem with watching movies. That's straight.
Right.
We don't need to see all that. We don't need our children seeing that. We don't need that molding our community.
Right. And I mean, and like I say, and no bash against the
The
gay
LGBT.
community. I mean, but like it is. I didn't even have to correct my son on some shit. My son was like, he didn't want to eat from the establishment because he thought the man behind the counter was acting a little bit more feminine.
Yeah,
And I was like, bro, that's their sexual preferences.
it's still a person.
They do whatever they do behind closed doors. We don't give a shit. That ain't got nothing to
Ain't
do
got
with
nothing
us.
to do with us.
Right.
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
The only reason why we speaking on it got something to do is because it's being blasted into us.
Well, you trying to alter my lifestyle of how I'm living my life. I don't want to alter your lifestyle, how you doing what you do.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be trying to influence that shit on me and my child either.
You
That's
definitely
just-
shouldn't.
It is what it is.
You definitely shouldn't. But
Shout out to Queen Ella.
Yeah, shout out to Queen Ella for damn sure.
I just had a brain fart. I'm sorry.
they popped in on your flowers. I wanted to give you your flowers again. Shout out to Queen Ella, one of the ones that's actually promoting the show, man, ahead of time. And I want to say shout out to G, SK, all them, man, the ones that like and share the post, man. That's part of the unity, man. And if I ain't doing my part, y'all definitely can let me know, man. But we definitely push the for our people around here, man. That is been our one of our main goals is to get our people on one accord. No matter if we doing music together or if we just walking down the street together. We all want to be able to move out here as one, man, because we don't know what the future holds for us, and it is up to us now to go ahead and get the unity together. And I know they ain't gonna like that, and I said it as blatantly as I can, and y'all know who they is, but they ain't gonna like that we need to get I'm saying that we need to get this unity together. So if y'all see anything happening, who is this? Somebody trying to get in?
Yeah, let them call in, goddamn.
Hey, what's going
What's
on?
going on?
Just need someone that I can talk to.
Hey, what's going on? Talk to us then.
But my English is so bad.
Oh, we'll work with you. What you want to talk about?
So like I have a boyfriend and he have a problem with himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like he tried to borrow the money from the apps, but he used my names and my numbers as a emergency contact without asking me first.
Mm.
Mm.
And then he just gone for 3 weeks, like more than 3 weeks. And then he suddenly called me and then he said sorry. And then he's trying to solve his problems. And we just dropped the calls and then he said to me like, hey, I don't think that I can talk to you for now because I'm not really in good situations. I hope you can take care of yourself and thank you for everything. And I said to him like, hey, I understand that you have a problem and I hope that you can solve your problem and then remove my names and my numbers as your emergency contacts. And I always pray for you and you need to take care of yourself too. Do you think it's the right things to do?
Yeah, it sounds like that you moving in the right direction, especially with noticing what he's doing. You know, you
What's his
never.
problem? It's-
Well, it sound
sound
like
like he got some problem.
it
Problem.
sound like the problem that he having is trying to get trying to get some money or something on the side and
Mhm.
ain't really into her. You know, he sound like he using it. If I'm correct. Hello.
You a sugar mama?
Is it sound like he is it seem like he trying to use you in the aspect is what you saying?
Like he puts my names and my numbers as a his emergency contact. So whenever that app's trying to call him and he didn't pick up, then
They
that
calling
app's
you.
gonna calls me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they trying to make sure that it ain't falling on him, it's falling on you. Yeah, it sounds
Fall
like
on you.
you doing the right thing with moving around. You know, it's anybody that's trying to get over on you and do all that, it don't take all that to be in a relationship. I'll tell you that.
Mm. Mm. So it's like a red flag sign, right?
It definitely is.
For damn sure.
So I would be doing my next steps to be trying to see how you can remove yourself from that situation, you know, as safe as you can.
Yeah. And then he was like, okay, I'm gonna say goodbye to you, but for me like no, you have to solve your problem first and then make sure that there's no my names and my numbers. That's all. I mean, if you want to break up, then break up, but first I need to prove that you don't put my names. I mean, I can just change my number,
Yeah.
but I need to see your responsibility for what you're doing. That's all I ask.
I
So
think
he
it's
so he done broke up with you and left you with the bag, huh?
I don't think she gonna understand what that
Mm.
means.
Yeah, but he done left you with the debt.
Yeah.
The debt collectors is calling you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he said to me like, yeah, just put your name and your number. They don't know about your address. But for me, like, what? Why don't you just ask me first? Why you just take that decisions
Are y'all
without
married or is just your boyfriend?
boyfriend?
Yeah, then he shouldn't have that much access to you then.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not get mad, but I just feel disappointed.
Yeah, you definitely gonna be disappointed if somebody just trying to look out for themselves and not looking out for you is what it sounds like.
Is she in the States? Can
What
you ask that?
are you in the States or are you out of the country?
No, I'm in Southeast Asia,
Yeah,
Indonesia.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. I don't really know about the culture over there, but it just sounds like it
Mm,
still sounds like, you know, a person being a person like just trying to get over on somebody. Those is the red flags you gotta pay attention to.
mm, mm. Yeah. And he said to me like, I think the worst case will happen to me. And then I asked him like, what is the worst case will happen to you? Like, if my family knows about this problem, then my family will kick me out from this house.
Mm,
So I say like, so this problem is only me knows about this thing. Yeah, it's only you.
yeah. And that's tricky right there, cause you gonna definitely need a support system in this, cause it sounds like it's unsafe, and you gonna need somebody to
Mm,
support you moving around while you trying to get
mm,
out of this predicament.
yeah.
So if you're gonna have to involve your family, man, that's just something that you're gonna have to bite the bullet on. You know, pride holds a lot, man. Sometimes you gotta let that pride go, and you're gonna have to just, bite the bullet.
Mm. Mm, yeah, the crazy,
Yes.
really crazy.
It's wild.
And yeah, and I asked him like how much that you borrow the money and then what for that money you use for. And he said like around $1,000, and he used money that for buy a new phone and for working. I mean, we never know, right? That you telling me the truth or not, but you just put my name, and it feels like you don't respect me as your partner. That you break the trust.
Yeah, well,
It's like he got something going on.
yeah, it sounds like he got something else going on, but it sounds like too that you don't trust him. So if it ain't no trust, then that should be your answer right there. Then you don't really need to be dealing with that person.
Mm,
That boy,
yeah.
that boy moving some weight.
Yeah, he sound like he got it sound like he got some stuff going on.
He moving some weight. He
Mm,
out there moving some weight.
yeah.
But I hope we helped you a little bit with what you're asking for. But I don't really know exactly what you looking like the outcome you looking from us. But if it was my opinion and my advice, I would just tell you to get your affairs in order, man. And if you can move around as safe as you can, that's what I would do. Because it sounds like that he is on his own agenda.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true.
All right.
All right.
Uh,
Thank you,
no,
Dirty, for having me here.
uh,
I really appreciate it.
no
All
problem.
right.
Anytime.
Bye,
She called you
Dirty.
dirty.
If you ever want to tap in, just know that we here for y'all. But on that note, man, as y'all see, like I'm saying, man, the podcast is for everybody. It don't matter what you want to talk about, man. If we can give our opinion on something that might help you through something, go ahead and tap on in. But we definitely wanted to give Queen Ella her flowers because she has been one that's been promoting for the show. Shout out to everybody else that's been promoting for the show. Durka Durka Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go to that YouTube, like and subscribe. We need them subscribers, man. We trying to make this motherfucker grow. Shout out to Big O. As you can see, they is the loyalist of them all. They tap in for real, no matter where they at. Southeast Asia.
Literally.
You hear me? So this is just a testament to showing of support, man. This can come from anywhere. Shout out to Instagram. That's DM Creations over there, man. And don't forget about Trace DDC4L. He going hard on his Big O too, man. But y'all make sure y'all tap in every week like y'all do, man. Shout out to the Ghost Watchers, man. We know y'all watching, and we
That's
still
on here today too.
and we still rock with y'all, man. Tap in like our last guest did, and you can be out of that ghost range. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, if it ain't nothing else, it's your boy Dirty,
Boy, Trey.
and we is out. Oh, it is something else. I forgot.
What?
Hold on, y'all. I did tell my cousin that I was gonna do this for him just because I know he is the motherfucking man. He the motherfucking man. I got something for y'all. Got something for y'all. Sneak peeks. Where
Hey,
we
you
at?
got some new John out?
Where we at with? Let's go. Oh shit, it ain't gonna do it like that. I might have to let y'all go, Big O. Big O, y'all might have to tap into the YouTube or the Facebook. I'm gonna have to let y'all go, man. So sorry, but I know how the music they be making me. They be blocking me on there. See y'all next week. Peace. For the ones that's here though, I'm gonna let y'all rock with some of that Sick James.
Something new?
Something new. You done send me a few of them.
I come from the Golden State.
He goes
Your
too
trash
hard.
sending out of date. I'll explode your face with this old 38. Ain't no shells to trace, just a frozen case. You niggas can't calculate. I come from the Golden State. Your trash sending out of date. I'll explode your face with this old 38. Ain't no shells to trace. You can't calculate. Y'all niggas can't stop. James, bitch, the motherfucking winner. I'm starving and just had dinner. Prime position, out of center. Power forward as I enter. Swiping hoes, no tender. So broke hoes a no. For sure, I'm a bencher. Victorious in my venture. Investing in y'all some dentures. Marking shit out, no doubt. Colio, and I'm the cleanser. Chopping blades better than benders. Vitamax or a ninja's. Quick to enter with no fucking flags to surrender. It's the motherfucking villain with some handsome rap. And the bitch gotta adapt to the fact that I'm a Mac. A cat that's out for scratch. I'll black it, take it back. Hypnotic vibes with no crackers to crack. The seal that's been matched. The egg that's been hatched. The birth of a black god. You reptoids can't attack. A flow you can't match. Barcodes you can't crack. Word to the pyramids after souls been trapped. Bring my ancestors back. Planet manifest. Rapping to the land of milk and honey. Not this coon death trap. Hope you fuckers hear that with your wicked weird rap. It's the same old cat that y'all fit from years back. It's Jimmy 2 times like my clone is near. Leave your brains blown and gone when the chrome appear. I'm in the zone all alone. I condone your fear. But the shit ain't antidote. Cause your dome's still here. I said it's Jimmy 2 times like my clone is near. Leave your brains blown and gone when the chrome appear. I'm in the zone all alone. I condone your fear. But the shit ain't added up. Cause your dome's still here. You niggas can't calculate. I come from the Golden State. Your trash sounding out of date. I'll explode your face with this old 38. Ain't no shells to trace, just a frozen case.
Came in, killed that shit.
You niggas can't calculate.
This is just a minor
I
one
come
too.
from the Golden State.
Got some more for you.
Your trash sounding out of date. I'll explode your face with this old 38. Ain't no shells to trace. You can't calculate. Y'all niggas can't calculate, or motivate, or demonstrate how you hold your weight. Bullets up in your shit, to the golden gates, of the sinful pit, a trip your soul gon' take. Ain't no friend and sick, I'm the coldest James, the way I pretend to spit. I control these frames, mentals can bend a brick, verbals put God to shame. And on some vengeful shit, I make ashes lames. If you into this, don't show no shame. Like some window shit, I'ma show some pain. Just some intro sniff, I swear the flow is Cain. And with this sick ass gift, you don't deserve your brain. It's a swift ass Jim, yeah, cold ass James. You can't get like him, cause y'all some flows ass names. Call me people sick, the flow is red nose James. So guess who's swift? Bar sharp as a blade. Multiply like this, so I'm so equate. No umph in your kick, your punch pack no pain. I swear I spit like this, I deserve a parade. With floats filled with chicks, call it Coleon. It's Jimmy 2 times like my clone is near. Leave your brains blown and gone when the chrome appear. I'm in the zone all alone, I condone your fear. But the shit ain't antidote, cause your dome's still here. I said it's Jimmy 2 times like my clone is near. Leave your brains blown and gone when the chrome appear. I'm in the zone all alone, I condone your fear. But the shit ain't added up, cause your dome's still here. You niggas can't calculate. I come from the Golden State. Your trash sounding out of date. I'll explode your face with this old 38. Ain't no shells to trace, just a frozen case. You niggas can't calculate. I come from the Golden State. Your trash sounding out of date. I'll explode your face with this old 38. Ain't no shells to trace. You can't calculate. Y'all niggas can't calculate.
So he's still out there doing his thing.
Man, and this is the one that he wanted to make sure that I had, because I thought I had this one already. He was like, hold up, let me send this to you. I was like, this like you never left, bro. Shit.
So this is all 2025 shit?
2025, man.
Already.
Cracking shit out, man. He said, I know y'all like
I'ma
cushion
take
the
my
blunt.
time to be the dopest me. Cilantro, lemon, lime, as I roll this weed. And I'm gonna achieve whatever I wanna achieve. And you ain't gotta believe, cause bitch, I got me. 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 And I got me. I got me. I got me. I'ma take my time to be the dopest me. Cilantro, lemon, lime, as I roll this weed. And I'm gonna achieve whatever I wanna achieve. And you ain't gotta believe, cause bitch, I got me. 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 And I got me. I got me. I got me. True player shit for the players only, with no fake ass shit for suckers hating on me. Only got true friends with no fake ass homies to turn snake over ends, cause I'll pop that 40. Cock that canic, league it top all holy. I can't stop to panic, I already done done them. I won't stop, I'm savage, and I'm not your homie. I won't stop that stabbing, the key suits get the poking. I really hate to get managed, I'm always smooth like velvet. The way I get satanic, I swear I really can't help it. Keep tools like mechanic, with ammo took to my bill clip. My words crew during madness, and somehow I just smell shit. You wanna do with the baddest, I leave you all on helpless. I interview for the cabbage, the bar's true, now you pelted. Been on some shit you can't manage, the manage manly, you melted. I spit the damage in Spanish, I'm the Diablo the Delta. So let me slow it down for the niggas in the back. With a bad bitch went off that, making money off the track. Trap or someone's lap. I'm talking rack after rack, till the stack after stack. And in my palm, imagine that. I'ma take my time to be the dopest me.
That's just a little preview of 6 Chainz, man. If y'all didn't know, man, if y'all didn't know who that was, man, it's Kinfolk, man. This is what he really had. This is one we play all the time.
Man, well, shit, that other one.
This is our shit, man. This is our shit, man. But I'm gonna play some more next week, man, because he sent me some, man. But yeah, this is how we close the show, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in every week, man. Peace out.
Yeah, that last one was fire.
Here we go. I got all the number ones pissed off at this, so I'll take a number 2, cause I know I'm the shit. Hit him with a throw.